everyone. Welcome to Flashcast. I'm Eddie. To my left is Caleb. To the left of him, her, is Matt. And then we got Sam. I'm just kidding. This isn't Caleb.
Yes, it is.
It's way too attractive to be Caleb, and her nose isn't Kristen. We just have, we got Kristen here. You may know Kristen from such things as our radio show, Kickin' It Old School, where we kick it old school every Monday from 4 to 6.
Placement.
I'm on from 5 to 6. Dante Verme's usually on from 4 to 5. I'm on 5 to 6.
Cool.
Chris Mueller's there as well. Dante should be with us soon.
Yes.
But Kristen has Kickin' It Old School. It's fun. She's going to help us do some topics, and we're going to get a woman's opinion for once.
Like that matters. Kristen, you start.
Excuse me.
Oh, no.
It's very.
Women
very
are
good.
important to Flashcast. They make up 49% of our
That is true.
Our
Thank
viewership.
you.
That is true.
Thank you.
So please do
Mothers,
not
women,
make that half of
mothers
it.
are
count
like their
for
own-
something.
Moms are
Mothers
still
like their own
women.
separate thing.
We're going to
Thank
start with
you.
this argument before you make an even bigger jerk of yourself.
That's-
Kristen,
I can
would
do
you
that,
like
I
to
can
start
do
with
that.
our first topic as
Yeah.
our honorary guest of the night?
I will. Thank you. Well, first of all, I'd like to thank you guys for letting me
We are
be
happy
on
to
Flash.
have you here.
No problem.
But one thing I found interesting is that competitive food eater Joey Jaws Chestnut recently beat a brain eating competition.
Wait, like human brains?
No, like more so pork brains. And
It's still
Oh.
nasty.
well, what it was
got smart.
for the Minneapolis 9th annual zombie pub crawl, and they had a zombie eating type theme thing, and they had to eat as many brain tacos as they could. And he, in 8 minutes, managed to eat 84 pork brain tacos. 84. And the runner-up
Oh my
ate
god.
83.5. So he
83 and a half.
just missed it.
My-
Wouldn't you hate to be the guy who only
God.
ate 83 and a half
Oh
pig
my
brain
God.
Like if you go
tacos?
halfway through a taco, at that
Oh.
point, you just gotta go mind over matter and just shove it on down.
Just thinking about it, that's disgusting.
It's
Yeah,
brain,
that's-
like you're
oh
actually
my
eating
God.
real brains.
Oh, I'm sure they cook in such a way where you won't even know.
No, he.
Oh, no,
like,
I'm sure you know when you're eating brains.
Yeah, they
I'm sure-
they actually
No, they-
interviewed him, and he said that he was just like no matter what, he said it was like just disgusting, and he probably would never try to do it again.
You're not going to go into an eating contest not knowing what
I mean,
you're
like,
gonna
there's some
eat.
exotic foods out there. I'm sure.
I know, but you're still going to sign up for the like.
I don't know. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying
It's
like
like you
can't
signed
be
up
that
for a
horrible.
pig brain eating contest. It's not like you're not knowing
No,
that
it's
you're
not that
eating
I'm
pig
saying
brains.
like pig brains cannot be honestly that disgusting if they're prepared properly.
They were probably bluntly.
What the heck is wrong with
Yeah.
you today, Sam? I don't want to do this anymore.
No.
Move on to the next topic. This is
topics.
ridiculous.
Okay, well, I guess this is a lighter topic. Who knows? So the Texans fans, Houston Texans football team, NFL, they cheered after their starting quarterback Matt Schaub went down with an injury. I think that's extremely
Do they hate him that
disrespectful.
much?
Yes. Well, well.
See,
they
I
don't-
say if they hate him that much, then they hate him that much, so well.
He signed up for it.
He led them to the playoffs last year.
Well, now he's
a
not doing it.
proven
He's
winner.
bad now.
He's,
Is he a winner this year?
I think they're 2-3. I could be
Nope,
wrong.
not a winning
Listen,
season.
even if he's a winner, they must hate him enough for some reason to boo him.
You have to keep in mind though that in sporting events, no matter if you're here for this team, you have to. Well, regardless of what team you're actually there cheering for, is that if somebody's hurt and somebody goes down with an injury, you have to be respectful enough to not cheer for them getting hurt, because that's just disrespectful on all levels. And whether you're a hardcore fan or whether you hate his guts, it's something that you just have to be respectful for that.
I think there's got to be a reason, though, that the mob mentality of that set in.
Here's
Here's
the deal.
I mean,
It had to have been more than
Even
one
a mob
person
mentality,
booing him.
though.
then.
It was.
It had to have been
There
more
were
than
a
one
lot.
person's
The
opinion
past-
booing him.
The past 4 games, he's thrown an interception that's been returned for a touchdown in each game.
I'll do it.
But
Well, then clearly nobody likes him. They
yes,
really
but
would
then
have taken down.
they've been calling for the backup quarterback, TJ Yates. He came in, did the same exact thing. So it can't be all on the quarterback.
Sounds a
I
lot
think they
like
just
an
need someone to
intramural
hate.
football team I've heard of.
They just
Yeah, our
part-
team
yeah.
sucks.
Yeah,
Not
that's a
our
topic for a
team
different.
specifically.
Oh no, our team.
Yeah.
specifically.
Okay, so moving on.
Okay,
Here's
well-
something sciencey that actually has a use, Eddie.
Oh, I doubt it, but go ahead.
What not lightsabers?
Why? You're a guest. You watch your mouth. Anyway, so scientists recently, accidentally of course, made a sun.
What?
A miniature star in the laboratory.
Well, I've always really.
And here's why it's useful.
How much use could I get out of a miniature sun?
I mean, you can never
Power?
run out
Power.
of-
Energy.
So what, like fusion?
He's trying
Yeah,
to be
it's
Kanye
nuclear
West now.
fusion,
He
essentially.
wants that power.
I want that power.
I don't get it.
Oh my god.
Essentially,
I feel like if we found nuclear fusion, I would have heard this before you told me.
the power it takes to make this sun. I mean, it didn't last for a while. They're working on making it lasted a couple milliseconds. They're working on making it. The power to create this is like surpassed greatly by the power at expense. Like it's complete profit in power terms. So it's useful.
And he doesn't care.
It's useful. I'm gonna be running on solar power and a little ball of fire. What do you
Well,
mean
how are you
running
going to
on?
run on solar? So we're gonna create nuclear fusion and put solar panels around it and collect the
God.
power
I'm
that way.
I'm sure there's a way to gather the power efficiently.
Yeah, but then you gotta keep an account though. Is like I'm just being devil's
And
advocate.
here's something
Please
else.
be
But
devil's
you
advocate.
have to take into account that with all this, it can probably is not sustainable enough that if they do manage to have it last
Blocking me
longer,
on camera.
it is going to probably explode in everybody's faces.
Here's something else that's cool. Countries like China, Russia, and us, and other countries that are insignificant, are actually working together.
How many
why is that
people
cool?
are you going to offend today, Sam? We love all countries, all genders, and everybody equally here on Flashcast. He does not speak for the majority of us.
Yes.
It's uniting
We
the
are moving
countries.
on once again before you offend someone.
now he has
Can we get a blur on my hand?
He
Two
has
strikes.
3 strikes. at
Three
this
strikes?
point.
Wow.
You both have 3 strikes. Luckily, we're playing cricket, so it's 6 strikes you're out.
Nice.
I've
I'm
never-
gonna
I
make
don't
it
actually.
four.
I've never played cricket. I don't know what to
Is
Is
look
it
up.
actually 6 strikes?
I don't know.
I'm about to make it 4 and say cricket's an awful
Somebody
sport.
needs to look this up.
All right, next topic. Batman versus Superman
Yay.
start shooting this weekend.
Batman.
They're actually
It is going to be in LA. They're going to start shooting. It's going to be taking place at East LA College. Here's the thing that I thought was interesting. What they're calling for is 2,000 people to show up to this college campus for a big crowd scene taking place during a football game.
So is Bane coming back?
Yes, that's what I
no,
want to
Bane's
know.
not
It
coming
sounds
back.
It was a
eerily
joke,
similar to
I
the last
know.
Batman movie.
We all know Catwoman shot Bane with missiles.
So they have Ben Affleck
Spoiler.
strike one, and I think this non-original scene is strike 2 in my book. I become less and
Does-
less excited and interested and hopeful
I'm sorry,
that this
did you
movie's going to
say
be good every
that
time.
they're going to blow up the stadium?
It'll be a good
No.
plot twist. The game
But this
actually got
taking
finished.
place in a stadium, Matt.
How many
That'd be a
have a
good plot
battle
twist.
on a football field?
Oh, really? Yeah. You think that's what they're going to do in a football field?
I think the game's
Why
going to
not?
progress and
Probably.
finish, and I think that's going to be part of the movie.
You think that's going to be part of the movie?
Maybe.
This is-
Maybe.
It sounds exciting.
Maybe
then.
that's where
I
they
can't
meet.
wait to watch a football game during a Batman movie. They
But-
meet. What do they do?
So-
Batman's buying nachos and Superman just happens
Yeah.
to walk by.
You look like Superman.
it's like-
Well,
It's
No
like,
way. You like nachos too?
It's like the Drake and Josh episode with the
boy.
foam finger. He cuts in line, he gets the last foam finger, and that's why
So
they
you
fight
think
the
that's
movie.
why it's going to be Batman versus
I
Superman?
think- I
because
think
Superman's
Superman
going
is
to cut
too
in front
nice
of
to
Batman
actually
in front
do
of
that.
nachos.
Well,
It's not nachos, it's foam fingers.
okay.
moving on. Caleb,
Wow.
please, next topic.
Being the guest here, I'm going to take control.
Jeez.
Wow,
But anywho,
take the whole show.
it's kind of staying along with my little gory.
Yeah, we
Talk
thought
about
bringing
what's
you on.
going
We were
on
worried we were
here.
going to talk about makeup and ponies.
Ponies
but,
and
nails?
MySpace and
Or nails. Make sure to
glitters.
watch my nail video, by the way. It's on the Century website. Might as well get that.
So is this
from-
product
like,
placement
we didn't
episode?
plug enough of your shows already.
Is this a product
Yeah, really.
placement episode?
Anywho, okay. So in Oklahoma, an Oklahoma man landed in hot water this past week for having his Halloween stuff
said
in
the
his
word.
front yard being a little bit too realistic. He placed a fake body underneath his garage door and it put a bunch of blood everywhere. And it actually freaked out the neighbors enough that his neighbor called 911
That's
and
so
had the
funny.
cops show up. And in response to that, he put another dead body in his garage, in his driveway. But this time, he drove this one over with a car. And it ended up getting like a bunch of news there, and a local radio station actually even gave him kudos, quoting, for recognizing what others may have forgot about the holiday. It's in all good fun, end quote.
End
So,
Where is he during every haunted,
Yeah,
like,
really.
scary movie? Because in haunted houses, like, because if he's this realistic, I want to know where he is.
yeah.
You know, he must be good.
You know what
if he
this
can do
reminds me
that.
of? That's going to happen
If
when
you
we
say
put...
Drake and Josh episode, I'm gonna
no.
crawl across
That-
the table.
yeah, I-
Actually,
that's- I
there is
think-
probably an episode that has to do with that.
They never made a Halloween episode.
Dead bodies.
Anywho,
No. That's what's going to happen when we put the spiders in Alec's bed.
I'm looking very forward to putting spiders in Alec's bed.
Oh,
For
yeah.
those of you who don't know, our director Alec is a wee bit arachnophobic. We'll say wee bit.
Yeah, just a bit.
But,
Happy Halloween, buddy.
but yeah, no, good Halloween topic.
I have nothing to do with this.
My chair keeps squeaking. It's bugging the crap
Cool
out of
story.
me. Okay,
What's your
yeah.
story?
My story. We're going with 911 calls again. A man called 911 after another man or person, I don't know if it was a man or a woman, stole his Jell-O from the break room at work.
He is doing it right. That is the way to react.
No, he's not.
You want to be slightly disappointed? If you're like, I'm getting for my Jell-O for lunch, it's not there. Who are you going to call?
Ghostbusters.
No, it has nothing to do with ghosts, obviously. It's been eaten. That'd be my first call, too.
Really?
Chair.
Who
Okay.
steals Jell-O in the first place?
What
Somebody-
jerk
Well,
steals Jell-O?
That's what I'm getting. That's my little.
The Jell-O snatcher.
It's a Jell-O. It's
The
a
Jell-O
new.
snatcher.
It's actually
new
the new
craze.
criminal in the Superman versus Batman movie.
There we
Jell-O
go.
The
snatcher.
Jell-O snatcher.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, good.
That sound,
I'm
that
glad.
sounds familiar.
What?
Jell-O snatcher. Is that from something?
Anyway.
Jell-O snatcher? I don't think so.
Okay, so science topic again.
Yay.
Eddie.
Huh? What's that?
He said
Anything I
science.
say science-wise, you can just hate on it. But there's testing. They're making making spacesuits and testing them for use on Mars. Going through,
And the rest of the story on that is?
going through rigorous tests, make sure they don't tear on Mars because that'd be bad. And that ties into we're going to terraform Mars. For those of you who don't know, there's a one-way trip to Mars. You can sign up, actually.
I think people would die.
One-way trip. Well, I mean, like you gotta.
Yeah, you're not coming back if it's a one-way trip.
Well, yeah, it's like to colonize. It's kind of the point.
Who would?
People would die.
Yes.
You can't. I mean, if you're gonna make an omelet, you gotta break eggs.
So you. We're not.
This
gonna
is
get-
not a breakfast topic. This is science.
I thought you didn't eat breakfast today, Matt.
I didn't today, but I love breakfast. Okay.
All right.
We're done.
What is with you
We're
guys
out of
hating on
time.
Science.
Yeah, we're out of time.
Yeah. Science is
Maybe
important
it's
right
not
now.
that we hate science. Maybe we just hate you.
Okay. Oh my God, the Illuminati's back. Okay, so tune in next week. Make sure to tune into their
That
show
hurt.
on.
Eddie.
Do you always have to interrupt me?
Yeah, you specifically.
We need to wrap. I can hear Alec through the mic. Holy crap!
He's really upset about that.
Make sure to watch their show on Mondays from 4 to 6 on armyradio.com. Thank you for watching Flashcast. Come back next week.
Wait, throw your paper at the camera.
I'm doing CSC.